My name is Jazmin Alvarez, and I'm the founder of Pretty Well Beauty, based here in New York City. Pretty Well Beauty is an e-commerce website that houses and curates beauty brands, clean and green, all plant-based beauty brands, as well as wellness brands. So there are a few different skin types out there. I have oily skin, but there are also skin types, combination skin, there's dry skin, there's normal skin. I don't know who you people are, but you're very lucky. You have very few problems. But then there's also some other subcategories of skin types, like sensitive skin, or skin that's acne prone. So you could have dry skin, but also it could be acne prone or sensitive, and both. Same thing with oily skin and combination skin. So people with combination skin are people whose skin kind of is more oily in the T-zone. So that's your forehead, your nose, your chin. So it makes a T. And then usually you're a little bit more drier in the center or more normal in the center. Oily skin, those are people who, like, if you wash your face and then within 30 minutes to 45 minutes you feel your skin feels a little bit slick afterwards, most likely you have oily skin. Dry skin, typically after you've washed your skin and it can feel a little bit tight, it feels a little bit parched. This is assuming you haven't put anything on yet. That would be more categorized as drier skin types, and each of these skin types have very different needs. Also, something to point out is that as we live longer, I don't like to say age, but as we live longer, our skin actually changes, and so our skin needs change as well. This happens probably about every 7 to 10 years on average. So you're going to have to constantly readjust your skincare because of that, but also due to environmental and weather issues as well. So depending on the season and the climate that you live in, you would have to probably adjust your skincare. Also, our hormones can affect our skin too. So just something to be mindful of. I know a lot of us ladies sometimes can have flare-ups around our jawline or our chin. That's typically associated with hormonal issues. Cleanse, tone, moisturize. If you want to just do bare bones, that's what you would do. And of course, I would recommend using some sort of SPF year-round, regardless of what climate you live in. Even if you live in a place that's very cloudy, you're still going to be exposed to UVA, UVB rays. So you want to be able to protect your skin from the harmful elements of that. With oily skin, I would recommend cleansing morning and evening with just a gentle cleanser. Whatever you prefer. It could be a gel cleanser, it could be a foaming cleanser. I would probably steer clear of things that are more milky, because those will probably give you a little too much residue that's left up behind. That's usually better for drier skin types. One of my personal favorite skin cleansers is actually a cleanser called Face Wash, and it's by one of the brands that I carry called Earth Face. This is what it looks like. It's a Palmarosa and aloe. It's a very simple face wash. This is an 8-ounce bottle, and I swear this bottle will last you probably about a year because it is super concentrated. There's no water in it, so a little bit goes a long way. And the bottle you could actually even reuse. It's glass, and you can peel the label off and put something else in it if you'd like to. It creates a really beautiful light foaming lather. So after you cleanse, you then would tone your skin, and toning is really important regardless of your skin type, because what that's going to do, it's going to help to balance the pH levels of your skin, and it's also going to help you to prepare your skin for whatever treatments you're going to be applying next, like your serums and your moisturizers, things like that. One of my favorite toners is this, it's the Purifying and Clarifying Balancing Toner from Odiele. It's the Rosemary Grapefruit. So as you can see, I use it pretty regularly. I'm almost out of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful toner. You just apply this to a cotton ball or a cotton pad, wipe it across your face. This is also going to help remove any excess product from your cleanser, excess oil. You can use this to kind of refresh throughout the day as well if you're not wearing any makeup. And it's very gentle. There's no alcohol in it. So if you are someone who has sensitive skin, this is a really great option for you. And then one of my favorite facial serums is actually this one, which I'm going to demonstrate with this serum with you later when we do Gua Sha. This is by Leland Francis. This is the 29 botanical serum, and that's exactly what it says. It's like there are 29 different botanicals in here. And this serum is really great for brightening the skin if you suffer from hyperpigmentation like I do. So if I ever get any sort of inflammation from acne, this is really great. You can even use it as a spot treatment as well, to just kind of rub in on the skin and just leave it there. But I use it all over the face and just massage it in. It has a really sort of like earthy, musky scent to it. And it's quite lightweight. There's active botanicals, all plant-based. It's vegan. It's a brand that was actually created to be unisex. So both men and women love this product. So then after you've cleansed, after you've toned, and after you've applied your serum for oily skin, you can stop there. But if you feel like you need more, you can add on some moisturizer. I really love this face and eye cream from Honey Girl Organics. It's a 2-in-1 product. I love that you can use it under your eyes as well as all over your face. It's very lightweight. A little bit goes a long way. And this is the thing about clean products, is that there's not a lot of fillers in them. So you're getting a really concentrated product without all of the fluff. So you don't have to use as much, which is great, because they do tend to be a little bit more expensive than your average drugstore brand products. And then obviously the last step you want to do if you are feeling a little bit drier, like in the winter time. I know oily skin can get a little bit dehydrated. I know I can. You want to finish it with an oil. So whatever your favorite oil is, and then your SPF. So that would be my recommendations for oily skin. It wouldn't really be that much different. It really just kind of depends on the climate and just how dry you are here. So if you are feeling like you're drier in the center, you just add a little bit extra face cream, whatever facial moisturizer you prefer. You could also even use a spray hydrosol in between your serum and your moisturizer step. In fact, I think it's a really great idea to tone in between each step, because that's going to help each of those products penetrate even deeper. And that's what you want. You want to get the most out of your products. I would recommend a cleanser that is low foaming, something that doesn't have too many stripping agents in it, something really gentle and mild. A really great cleanser that I would recommend would be the Complete Moisture Cleanse. This is from Josh Rosebrook. And this is actually great for all skin types, but drier skin types really love this one, and also sensitive skin types really love it because it's pH balancing, it's non-stripping. It leaves your skin feeling really hydrated after you've cleansed. So it's clean, it feels really hydrated afterwards. It's a very just simple cleanser. And then of course you want to tone afterwards. I love this rose toner here, also from Honey Girl Organics, or you could do the white geranium toner by Odiele. This is a beautiful hydrosol too, which I clearly use. These are both formulated for all skin types, but for drier skin types, these work wonders because you can spritz throughout the day without disturbing any of your makeup. And they're just really gentle. These also are really great for just like purifying the skin as well. Another really great serum would be the Vitalessence Serum Oil by Anda Beauty. This is kind of a 2-in-1 product. So if you're someone who doesn't like to do multiple steps all the time, this is a really great option for you. This has moringa, it has, what else does it have? It has moringa, it has snow lotus, it has sea buckthorn, it has rose hip. These are all really great ingredients to hydrate the skin, brighten the skin, and also firm, and it helps to produce collagen. As we get a little bit older, or as we live longer rather, we do tend to lose the ability to produce our own natural production of collagen. And so using a product like this that can help boost that natural collagen is really key for all skin types. For people who are suffering from things like rosacea or like redness or inflammation of the skin, I would recommend a product called Sea of Clouds. This is from a brand called Suku, and this has hemp-derived CBD in it, and it's really, really calming. Actually, one of my good friends usually buys these two at a time because she never wants to run out of it. She has really bad rosacea on her cheeks, and this is the only thing that's really been able to help her. It's really gentle. There's like 5 ingredients in it. There's chamomile, there's burdock root, the best quality hemp-derived CBD in here. There's no THC in it though. There's prickly pear seed oil, which is really great for brightening the skin. It's also great for inflammation. And there's jojoba, there's calendula. There's just like a really beautiful blend, and it's 400 milligrams of hemp-derived CBD in this. For people who are looking for something that is not only hydrating in terms of a toner, but also something that's going to give you more of a toned, like more lift, is this guy right here, the Cistus and Moonlight Face Mist. Like, this stuff is incredible. So the way that they collect the water to make this hydrosol in Portugal is like unlike anything I've ever heard before. It's actually collected during the moon cycle and then kind of blessed, during a biodynamic season. So there is moonstone, there is clear quartz, there's the wild-crafted aloe vera. There's no water in this whatsoever. This is just like a pure hydrosol. There's just, I don't know. I can't speak enough about it. It smells like honey, like it's like a beautiful floral scent. It's put underneath the full moon to help amplify its powers, and I don't know what they did, but this is like one of the most special and rare hydrosols that I found. It's from a brand called Earthwise Beauty. I carry all of their products, but this one is actually one of their best sellers. For people who are suffering from acne, this is a really great soap here from Palermo Body. This is a tea tree and mint soap. This also has French green clay in it, so it's going to help draw out any sort of toxins and impurities in the skin. You could also use it on the body too. So if you like another kind of multi-purpose product, this is a really good option for you. And it lasts a long time too. You could use this on combination skin and normal skin too. But people with more acne-prone skin really love this soap, and it's a bar. If you're okay with using a bar soap, this is a really good one. It's clarifying, it's tingling, it's very refreshing at the same time. I would use something in terms of a cleanser. You could use the face wash here. This is a really just kind of, it's made for all skin types. Just gentle cleansing. Toning, you can do a mist or the kind that you put on a cotton pad. Then you apply your serum, and then you can put on your moisturizer, and if you want to finish it with an oil. The correct order in which you apply your skincare products, you should always keep in mind, is lightest to heaviest. So you want to tone, then you want to do your serum, then your moisturizer, then your finishing oil. The oil is what's going to lock everything in. It's going to keep all of the beautiful, good, yummy products that you applied previously into your skin and just lock everything in. Yeah, the reason why you never want to put an oil on before anything else is because the oil kind of acts as a barrier, and if there's a barrier there, then nothing else can get past it. So you always want to make that your last step. And if you want to mix your oil with a little bit of your SPF, or if you have a moisturizer with SPF, that's ideal too. Just make sure you're using it. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about it, and I'm sure you've seen tons of videos of people sharing their technique of it. I learned how to do Gua Sha from my good friend Julie, who is known as the Shamanic Facialist. She's based out in LA. She does these facials for people, and it's really transformed their skin. And so she is how I learned how to do this. And this is something you can do every single day if you'd like. It's an ancient Eastern Chinese medicine technique. That's where it's rooted from. And Gua Sha literally means scraping. So you're scraping the skin. Some of the benefits of Gua Sha include reduced inflammation of the skin. So if you're someone who is prone to acne, for example, you can help reduce your acne with doing Gua Sha because you're moving the lymphatic system. The lymph actually cannot move itself, so we have to physically do it. And this tool can help you to achieve this. It's also really great at depuffing. So if you're someone who wakes up in the morning and you're a little bit puffy, like around the eyes or on the arm or on your face, anywhere, this can help really alleviate any puffiness. It helps with fine lines. It helps to boost collagen production. You're literally moving the chi, or the energy, through your bloodstream. And that's going to help to release any blockages. And blockages is what causes the inflammation in the first place. So you want to constantly be moving that energy around in order for you to have radiant, clear, lifted, toned skin. And speaking of which, depending on the technique that you're doing with the Gua Sha stones, you could actually sculpt your face. Like you can actually see like a lifting of the cheekbones, a more defined jawline as well. It really helps to release any tension. I know a lot of people can experience like tension in their neck and in their jaw because maybe they're clenching at nighttime. This really helps with that. So obviously you want to make sure that before you start on freshly cleansed skin. So you want to cleanse your face, with whatever your facial cleanser is. And then you want to apply a toner. So I'm going to just spray a little bit of this hydrating toner from Odiele. Just do a spritz. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like ylang ylang. Oh, it's so good. And then you want to make sure your skin is nice and slippery, because you want to make sure that this stone can glide really easily across the surface of your skin. So I'm just applying just a few drops. I did probably about 4 or 5 drops of the 29 Botanicals serum from Leland Francis. And you want to just press that into your skin. Just press it in. Make sure your hands are clean. Never touch your face unless you have washed your hands first. And that goes for even just cleansing. So I'm just going to press this in. I'm going to get the neck. And then I'm going to take my Gua Sha stone. So these are the stones that I use. It's from Anda Beauty. It's a 2-piece set. So there is one for the body, which is big, and then this one's for the face. So it's a little bit smaller. So you'll have a little bit of excess oil on your hands. So I like to kind of rub it into the stone and also do a little affirmation, because the energy that you put into your stone, you want that to translate to your face. So if you want something that's really positive and beautiful, like I like to say, oh, I am beautiful, I am loved, I am successful, I am healed, I am happy. And then just take a deep breath. You get the aromatherapy from your oils. It smells beautiful. It's nice and lubricated, as you can see. And this is a Sibibian stone, which is a really beautiful stone that has natural minerals and vitamins in it. So you want to start, typically you want to start at the nape of your neck and just kind of go up, and then you'll do the sides of your neck. But just for the purpose of timing, we're just going to start from the front, okay? So we're going to start here. Always keep your free hand on the surface of your skin. And you want to apply the stone in a 180-degree angle, never at a 90-degree angle. You always want to kind of keep it as flat to the surface of your skin as possible. And you do gentle strokes. I like to do a little jiggle because that helps to release. That's the first step. You want to make sure you breathe as well. And you can do anywhere between 3 and 10 strokes per session. And you want to go very slowly. You never want to rush through this. And you want to do one side at a time as well. So the next section I will do is my jawline. So I take my thumb here and we're cradling this just in the section here to the ear. A little jiggle here. Feels so good. And then the next section, you want to do just underneath the cheekbone. So I'm taking this section, this flat side here. I hold here. It sits flat to my face. The pressure is very light. Just all the way to the ear. You want to always go in one direction. You never want to go in back and forth either. And the reason why is because your lymph can only drain in one direction at a time. I'm just doing three strokes just for the purpose of timing. The next session we're gonna do along the cheekbone. So I like to hold right here. I'm gonna go up. Jiggle. There. You see this line is already a little bit less pronounced than this one, just from that 3. You could even just kind of do this. And then that. You're just kind of almost like using it as an eraser. Look, it's like almost gone. Okay, so then next I'm gonna go underneath my eye. So I'm gonna use this side here. So I'm just gonna kind of gently put my finger here. I like to close my eye because you wanna keep your eye bone, your eye muscles as relaxed as possible, and you wanna be as gentle as possible because obviously the skin underneath your eye is the most delicate skin on your face. So very like feather-like strokes. Going very slowly. And then next, we're gonna go along the eyebrow bone. So just finger here. You wanna do kind of like this, what I call the Nike swoop. So you do like across the length of your brow and then up. And then next, we're gonna do at the arch of your eyebrow, at the highest peak, you're gonna go straight up to your jaw, your hairline. And then you wanna do the center of your brow bone in the same direction, just straight up. Do a little jiggle at the top. It feels really good. And then you want to do your third eye, just right here in the center, straight. This is my favorite part. Ugh. Just straight up. Now that everything has been lifted, you can flush everything out. So you can just start here and just go straight down here. Go across here, down. And then if you want to like drain some more, you can just along this muscle here. You see that? Just do a few strokes there. And then I like to take this section of the stone and put it, kind of cradle it behind my ear, this helps to like release even more. Like, it looks crazy, but it feels amazing. Now we know why dogs like to be scratched behind their ears. It's like that, and then you just stroke it down into your clavicle. Straight down. So now you can kind of see the difference. You see this bone here, it's a little bit more lifted than this one. You could also do a test by like the elasticity, like it just bounces. Or this one, yeah, you can see, I mean, I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I can because I can feel it. And then if you happen to have like maybe a pimple or something and you want to help to move that a little bit further, what you can do is just pretend I have a pimple here or something. Just take your stone flat, rub it gently like this, and then down. And what this is going to do is it's going to help to drain whatever fluids are within that pimple. And then you want to do the other side as well, same thing. Yeah, so you can do this every single day. You can do this on your face and your body. This is the shape of the stone for the body. So this is really ergonomically shaped to be able to fit literally any crevice or curve of the body from the neck down. You know, this is really going to help break up any fascia if you are someone who works out a lot and you need just like a deep sort of muscular, you know, release in like your thighs or your glutes or your upper back. One thing you can do is with this, it makes it really, really helpful. The larger one is you take a cup of hot boiling water, submerge it in here for about 30 to 45 seconds and get it nice and warm. And then the heat from this one, this actually retains quite a bit of heat. You can use that to actually get a deeper muscular massage. I sometimes even put the one for the face in the refrigerator so it's nice and cold to the surface of my skin, and that also helps to further depuff the face if you're someone who suffers from puffiness. This comes as a set in one, which you can find at Pretty Well Beauty as well. The brand is called Anda, A-N-D-A. If anyone needs any personalized skincare recommendations or regimens, you could also message me, and I'd be happy to make even more further suggestions. Another thing I forgot to touch on is actually exfoliation. A lot of people ask me about exfoliation and like, is it necessary? And yes, it's necessary because you need to be able to turn over those dead skin cells. Removing those dead skin cells is going to allow your products to penetrate deeper and work better. You'll get more added benefit because if you just leave that layer of dead skin on your face, the products that you're using is just going to sit on top of it and not really get to do their job fully. So you want to remove that. I would recommend, depending on your skin type, no more than twice per week. If you have like drier or more sensitive skin, you can do once a week. If you have normal to oily skin, you can get up to about twice a week. I try to space them out. Like, you don't want to do it 2 days in a row. So for me, for example, I space it out. I do an exfoliation on Wednesdays and Sundays because those are the 2 days in the week that are the furthest apart. And I also like to do a facial mask as well. Depending on what my skin needs are, I can do anything from a hydrating mask or a brightening mask or a clarifying mask. There's also some really great 2-in-1s that I love. Like, oh, there's this one from Dr. Alkaitis. It's actually an exfoliating mask. It's a powder. So you can actually customize this based on your skin type. So if you wanted to just add water, that's fine. You can do that, create like a little bit of a paste with that. Or if you want to get fancy, you want some further exfoliation, you can add some yogurt. You can add some lemon juice if you want some extra brightening. You can add honey if you want extra hydration and something to help with inflammation. Or you can do any combination of these products or ingredients rather. And this is all food grade ingredients. Everything in here is edible. Doesn't taste great, I'm sure, but it's a powder and it's great for travel when we're able to travel again. And then this is one of my favorite detox masks, which is also a powder from Palermo Body again. So this also has, you know, your French green clay in it. It has bentonite clay, it has alfalfa, spirulina, activated charcoal, all kinds of really wonderful ingredients. And it's a powder, and you can, again, customize this based on what your skin needs are at the time. Thank you everyone who has tuned in. And if you have any questions, again, go to Pretty Well Beauty and I would be happy to answer for you. It was nice meeting you all. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you guys in real life, hopefully. Take care and be well.